This is a coordinated activity happening across this nation. And so we are in a state of emergency. Black people are dying in a state of emergency.
Say that, sir.
We cannot look at this as an isolated incident. The reason why buildings are burning are not just for our brother George Floyd. They're burning down because people here in Minnesota are saying to people in New York, to people in California, to people in Memphis, to people all across this nation, enough is enough. And we are not responsible for the mental illness that has been inflicted upon our people by the American government, institutions, and those people who are in positions of power. I don't give a damn if they burn down Target, because Target should be on the streets with us, calling for the justice that our people deserve. Where was AutoZone at the time when Philando Castile was shot in a car, which is what they actually represent? Where were they? So if you are not coming to the people's defense, then don't challenge us when young people and other people who are frustrated and instigated by the people you pay. You are paying instigators to be among our people out there throwing rocks, breaking windows, and burning down buildings. And so young people are responding to that. They are enraged, and there's an easy way to stop it. Arrest the cops. Charge the cops. Charge all the cops. Not just some of them, not just here in Minneapolis. Charge them in every city across America where our people are being murdered. Charge them everywhere. That's the bottom line. Charge the cops. Do your job. Do what you say this country is supposed to be about, the land of the free for all. It has not been free for black people, and we are tired. Don't talk to us about looting. Y'all are the looters. America has looted black people. America looted the Native Americans when they first came here. So looting is what you do. We learned it from you. We learned violence from you. We learned violence from you. The violence was what we learned from you. So if you want us to do better, then damn it, you do better.
A quick warning before we start. This show will include some profanity.
Why are you detaining me? You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. I'm Maur Kii. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your K.O.B. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Is this shit worth you losing your job? Cause you bought to. Cause you ain't got no reason.
New 110 Parkside.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's edition of 110 Parkside, the podcast that is coming to you overworked, underpaid, and need to get laid. And we have a lot to talk about. Let me turn on another light. Get me glowing a little bit. I'm having one of those days today. Let's start out first with who I is. I am Rizky, a.k.a. Podcast Poppy, a.k.a. Chubby from the Nine, a.k.a. King Habibi, a.k.a. Primetime Rizk, a.k.a. Jerome, a.k.a. your Lord and Savior.
Risky.
And I'm joined with...
boy Maur Kii, aka Mr. Lonely, aka I cuddle with my pillow at night, aka Mr. Uznaws, aka the real king of Jersey. Let's get it.
And this is episode 78, and we have a lot to get into, so we just gonna go ahead and skip the church announcements. Once again, if you are, quick announcement, if you're watching it on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, whatever you're listening to, we are live right now, so go ahead and drop in the chat down below or to the side, wherever the chat is, and join in on the conversation with Kii and I this week. Kii, I'll ask you again, because I always ask you, how is your mental health? Because mine has been shit.
Same. I didn't really sleep much, if at all, Friday. So I spent the last 2 days trying to catch up, but could be better. It ain't as bad as it was last week, but could be better.
I have not had a good night's sleep in about a week now. And I don't know why. It's been stressful. I had a Karen on my back today. Life has been hectic.
What was that about?
Really, I parked too close to her car. That's what she said. So let me just start out by saying this. I encourage everybody, and I said this on my Instagram, and I'll get into the story real quick. Invest in a dash cam. If you live out in LA, send me a tweet at official risks. DM me, Instagram, whatever. I will tell you what you need to get, and I will help you install it. No charge, nothing. Just buy the stuff yourself. This thing, perfect. So I had to call the cops on this lady because she threatened me. I had the dash cam footage. I posted this minute 30 clip on my Twitter that you could go see. Basically, I tried to go to the dog park with Oreo this morning. Parallel parking. I went into the space, then reversed a little bit because there's enough room for another car to get in front of me. And I have the dash cam, so I want any other car that's going to try to squeeze in in front of me versus behind me. So if they do hit me, I have it on dash cam. That was my whole thought process. So I slide in. I reverse with my rear camera. This lady's getting out of her BMW behind me. And I get out my car, and she starts yapping at me. She goes, "You parked there a little close." I said, "Nah, I got the dash cam." And then she did one of those white ladies head cock thing, like a damn dog. So the second she did that, I said, "Oh, let me open this door so the dash cam, because I have an inside dash cam too, could pick up some of the audio." And it didn't really pick up what she said, but it picked up me being very cordial. I wasn't being aggressive at all. So I handed that footage over to the police, but yeah, she basically threatened me saying that, she had people, I better watch my back, she's going to remember me, all this stuff because I parked too close to her car, in a public park, not even a public park, a government park that you have to pay to get into because that's the only dog parks that are open right now. And yeah, so the police talked to her. I ended up leaving. So, yeah, that was my incident this morning. So, once again, I encourage everyone to get a dash cam just for the safety of your car. Kii, you need one because your insurance rate is outrageous. It is. It is. Am I wrong? Okay. But in general, if you hardwire it, it'll record constantly, so if your car's parked, someone breaks in, someone hits and runs your vehicle, or if you're driving, you get pulled over, constantly recording. It goes to the app, memory card, all that stuff. Great tool to have. I'm so thankful I had it, especially for today, because if she would have called the cops on me, who knows what lies she would have said. But I had evidence on at least my end. It didn't record her threats, but it recorded me being not aggressive at all. So I had that behind me and made me not look like a bad guy because I wasn't a bad guy. So invest in a dash cam. DM me official Rizk if you need any information. And yeah, we have a lot to get into. Kii, where would you like to start off?
Let's get the bullshit out the way. So Bhad Babie is going to crazy camp.
Crazy camp? Why you call it crazy camp?
I don't know, man. She's the type that would need to go to that type of place. So
Bhad Bhabie, also known as Bhad Babie, also known as the Catch Me Outside girl, is going to enter.
Continue.
She's going to enter rehab to seek treatment for mental health and substance abuse issues. Her management confirmed. They put out a statement via TMZ, and the statement. And she also posted a statement on her Instagram, which I will read. It says, Danielle has been working hard for the past few years and made a positive decision to take some much time needed time off to attend some personal issues. For past weeks, she has been in a treatment center receiving and continuing to receive professional support. She loves her fans and has promised to return better and healthier than ever. Please respect her and her family's privacies at this time. So what are we going to do? We're going to talk about it. So I would like to first give her flowers and commend her. Bravo. As someone that struggles with mental health issues myself, I know how hard it is to admit that. So the fact that she is doing that, obviously she did say substance abuse issues as well. So I hope she does become sober because she is very young. She's, I believe, 16 years old, if I am correct. She's under 18. I know that for a fact. So, yeah, I think it's actually a good decision.
I didn't know it was that bad. I'd seen like lives of her and Coi Leray kind of chopping it up, discussing her antics and why she shouldn't feel the need to necessarily address every time someone mentions her or speaks on her or some shit. But Coi Leray did check her and say that she needed, I forgot what it was for. It was something like racial related or something like that. But Coi Leray did say that she needed to apologize and that she kind of been on this like bad route recently. So I don't know. I guess I don't pay attention to her. I barely pay attention to any fucking celebrity, let alone on social media as a whole. So it's just like, I guess if she's really doing that bad, then yeah, hats off to you for acknowledging the problem enough to go do something about it. So hopefully you don't, pull a Britney Spears and come out even loonier or some shit.
Did Britney Spears come out loonier?
I mean, when she got out, she shaved her head, bro.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I got to give Britney Spears some slack because she did that at 25 years old, right? You and I were both 26. The stresses that we're going through, I could understand wanting to shave your fucking head because the shit be crazy around this age.
True.
Like, it's like a quarter of a life crisis. Like, I had the long hair, and trust me, there were days where I was just so stressed out, and, like, it was literally the smallest thing where it's like I'm having a bad day and my hair got into my face, and I looked at that razor and said, I could do this. I could go full Britney Spears right now and get this shit over with. But I didn't because I had a goal that I was trying to get to, and I held out. But I thought about it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she has some type of stress because to this day, bro, people still know her as the Cash Me Outside girl instead of knowing her for her music or whatever endeavors and accolades she's accomplished since then. Because I'm pretty sure she isn't a complete ass to where she hasn't like made some type of investment outside of her fucking music. And even if that is her only investment, I'm not saying I'm a fan or anything, but she has a fan base, so there has to be something else that people can, taunt her about outside of the whole Cash Me Outside shit. Because how many years was that ago now? What?
Catch Me Outside, I want to say it started popping in 2018, but I think the clip was from 2017. And if I'm wrong on that, it's a year reverse. I think it was 2016, but then got popular in 2017. It's one of those two.
Well, yeah, nonetheless, it's just like I feel like years later, she's probably done at least one other thing wild or crazy enough or something actually positive enough to where people could speak on that. So it's just kind of like the whole child, I wouldn't even say child star, just child incident type situations where you can't really escape that ghost of your past.
She doesn't make bad music though. I just want to put that out there too.
She's a writer.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
her writer ended up on fucking Love and Hip Hop.
Did he? I haven't watched the new stuff.
She did. I think it was like Brittany or something like that, Brittany B or some shit. I don't remember her fucking name, but yeah. So either way, I feel like there's just a ghost that she's trying to escape that she hasn't escaped yet, and due to her being so young, she doesn't know how to act and cope with certain realities. So I'm not saying she has that many things to stress about, but she's definitely got something to stress about, if not that one main thing from her past. Probably still haunting her.
Okay, I could see that. Let's move topics here. What is this about the NBA plans to use 2K crowd noise in Orlando?
Yeah. So let's see. Sports fans have been in. So basically, they're saying I think the end of next month is when they're gonna open up the NBA once again. So it's something about 22 teams heading to Orlando for 8 regular season games and fully fledged postseason. Of course, fans won't be allowed to watch the games in Orlando, and the NBA is looking at ways to incorporate some kind of crowd noise to make it look better for the television and audience. According to Shams Charania, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Charania of The Athletic, the NBA is even considering teaming up with NBA 2K and using the crowd noise from the video game. Basically, they're trying to figure out a way to give you that same experience that you originally would have if you were there. But since, no one's going to fucking be there, it's all just going to be televised. They're just still trying to find a way to like incorporate those oohs and ahs that help, bring an impact to the game. Do I think it's going to work? Probably not, but hey, it is what it is.
Okay. Can I make a suggestion?
It's still opening up way sooner than I thought they were going to open up, so.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
All right, as someone, and everyone knows this, and if you don't know it by now, get the fuck out from under the rock. I am a big wrestling fan. The reason I say that is because if you don't know, WWE and AEW have been continuing to do live television throughout the COVID, even though they haven't been able to have people in the arena. And what they've been doing to supplement for a crowd is they have backstage talent that isn't on the show currently or is obviously not performing in that match. They have them out in the stands participating as a makeshift audience. So I think if they're doing it in one place, then why don't do it like how we used to do in high school tournaments, where you would sit with your team in the bleachers and watch the next game, the games leading up to yours. If we're doing multiple teams, then, have different teams sit there as audience and then have them fill in as the crowd reaction. That way you're able to control it. It's social distancing. You don't have a stadium packed. So how many people are on the NFL team? All the personnel. We could probably throw a number out there, 30. You have 30 people in the stands. That will do enough. That will do enough for a live audience, especially if you might have to tinker with the camera angles, but you'll definitely be able to get a better interaction than a video game crowd noise.
All right, let's be real though, bro. Especially with the egos that are in fucking the NBA. Do you really think some of these A-list fucking NBA superstars are about to really do that shit, bro?
I don't give a fuck what A-list, B-list.
Especially if it's not like described in the contract where they really don't have to do it. Half these motherfuckers barely show up on time, bro, let alone are going to be there to fucking, cheer somebody else on.
I look at it like this, right? Are you a fan of the game, right? If you are playing, right, and you're a fan of the game, then there should be no problem. They all watch the games anyways. They all go home, watch the games. What's the difference between them doing that, like watching the games at home, and watching the fucking games in the damn seats? They're all going to be there anyways.
I feel like it's just like, it's one of those things where I don't see it happening, bro. I don't see them going that extra length.
I don't see them doing it either, but that was my suggestion.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I think it would be way better than video games.
Nice attempt. It probably would be, but ultimately, I feel like instead of trying and to the point where people will know, especially the hardcore 2K / NBA viewers / fans or whatever, instead of forcing it, don't even do the noises. Just let these motherfuckers play.
I don't know. I can't watch that with all that squeaking noise without other sounds.
Hey, it is what it is. Because I thought they were going to wait until everything opened back up to where they could actually have crowds in there. That's what I would have did. I would have said, fuck the season, bro. Personally.
Like I said, I think I came up with probably the best situation. But because not only that, but it's proven. Like 2 other companies have done this with success. So it's not something that's like a brainiac idea like, oh, we should try this. Like it's actually something that companies have done that has worked. But let's move topics. Let's get into some of the more serious stuff. Before we get into the serious stuff, let's pay the bills and let's hear from one of our sponsors.
This commute's been pretty rough, huh?
It's great, actually. I've been listening to Audible. It's audiobooks, news, meditations. Gotta go. Hey.
You know, I do think it's weird you've started commuting when you work from home.
I'll be in my office.
Do your eyes hurt? Are you tired of reading?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck with Audible.
audibletrial.com/110Parkside. All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, before we get back to the podcast completely, I do want to mention our initiative that we're doing for Black Lives Matter and the Minnesota Freedom Fund. If you go to 110parkside.com/BLM, that's Bravo Lima Mike, 110parkside.com/BLM, you'll see a hoodie and a t-shirt. These are our No Justice, No Peace merchandise, and Key and I are taking zero profits from these merchandise. Every dollar and cent that we make off these shirts, we are donating to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. So if you want to support the cause and you want to get some 110 Parkside merch, you know, two birds, one stone type of thing, we would really appreciate it. We're going to donate the money to the Minnesota Freedom Fund, like I said before. And if you don't know about it, you can go to minnesotafreedomfund.org. They're a great fund that help pay bail bonds and lawyer fees for people that were wrongly arrested for protesting and the incidents going on in Minnesota. So once again, that's 110parkside.com/BLM to go get that merch today. Oshi Fancy on Twitch just asked, you got any food? I don't know who you are, Oshi Fancy, but I wish I had food because I am hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. Probably gonna make some avocado toast after this. Oh, and after this, if you are a wrestling fan, join me on the Mat Men podcast. We're doing a watch along for the NXT pay-per-view. I don't know if I will be on yet, but I will definitely be in their chats and talking with them. And then I typically, at the end of this show, end up hopping on the podcast with them. And Oshi Fancy, food brings people together. Yes, it does. And I agree with you. And that is a dope-ass Squirtle emoji thing. Don't know who you...
That's actually really lit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you for watching. So where do you want to get into this first, Key? Let's save 6-9 for the end.
We're into the Kanye shit.
You want to start right off with Kanye?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, then lead us off while I load up some of the tweets.
All right. So I'll start off on the lighter side of things because I know the other end of the spectrum of this topic we're going to get into is kind of more of a conspiracy thing. So, lighter news.
I don't think it's a conspiracy at all.
We'll get into that, sir. Do what you're doing. Pull up your stuff. Blah, 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 blah. I got this. So, a rep for Kanye West told CNN on Thursday that he will donate $2 million to the families of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd. He also said West will establish a college fund for 6-year-old Jana Floyd. Hats off to Kanye for starters. Because I think, is he the one that actually offered to do this type of thing for any of the families?
I don't know exactly that, but like I said, I have information on what you're calling the conspiracy side of things. So this is you.
You don't even care about the good shit. You just want to get into the crazy shit.
Well, no, this is all. Everything I have to get into is all good too. Like I'm coming with facts. Yeah, Twitter did their research and they sent me the research and I have the results. I'm like Maury right now. We about to find out who the father is.
You are Kanye. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
But the rapper's donation is intended to cover the legal costs for all
Got the
families.
folder right here.
You're done. Education plan to fully fund college for Floyd's daughter. Again, bravo. Can we get a clap for Kanye real quick?
Yeah, let me throw on the round of applause real quick. Where is it at? There we go. Round of applause for Kanye. So before I ask the hard-hitting question, let's get into some of the stuff that that Twitter and Oshi Fancy clapping in the Twitch chat. I don't know who Oshi Fancy is, but like please DM me because like I gotta get you something because you are involved today. Yeah. So okay, there's the first post, and I'm gonna read these. Was he playing the long game the whole time? He played us all and took the L in public for us. Is this true? In reference to Kanye. Then there's another quote here. Kanye West giving a huge assist to the families and legal teams fighting for Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd, and helping in other ways too. The rappers donated $2 million so far, to the cause and set up a $529 college saving fund to fully cover tuition for Floyd's 6-year-old daughter Gianna. He's also made a separate donation to cover the legal costs for the Arbery and Taylor families. Along with that, Kanye's donations to several black-owned businesses in his hometown of Chicago and nationwide that have been in crisis and impacted due to the unrest in the U.S. Then there's a second one. GLC claims that Kanye has gotten rid of all his MAGA hats and was reportedly just wearing them to get innocent people out of jail. And here's a quote. Kanye actually gave me the boxes of the hats, and he said, I'm never wearing these again, the rapper and fellow good music artist said on the Red Pill podcast. I'm just telling you what we got. This is another quote. I'm just telling you that we got that amazing woman out of jail, right? Kanye reported said we didn't get to have that meeting until I put the hat on. So then Twitter goes, huh? Did Kanye donate to Trump, though? So then they ran on the campaign and to see where Kanye donated because all that is public information. Plot twist, Kanye donated to Hillary, the DNC, and all the progressive causes against Trump. And then if you need the quote, so my favorite quote was, did Kanye West really pull Professor Snape? All my Harry Potter fans will understand that one. And yeah, so then here goes the question. Do we forgive Kanye West? And was Kanye West playing the long game, play us all? And did he intentionally hold L's for at least a year, for like 18 months to actually do good?
So, growing up, right? I'll give you some backstory. growing up, I was like, before Drake popped up and all these newer rappers that were like J. Cole's and Kendrick's, I was the most hardcore Kanye West fan ever. I'm pretty sure I stuck with him even through Yeezus. And I think, in Life of Pablo. But I think after Life of Pablo, that's when I kind of just like started fading more into the background. So the kid fan in me wants to believe that, of course, he's Yeezus. He took the L for our sins. and now he's back. He's back. He did what he had to do for us in order for us to actually thrive. So the kid fan in me wants to say yes. And he's not a dumb motherfucker, bro. Like, he obviously has all this money in his fucking his clothing line and his shoes and all this shit or whatever. Like, he's always helped out Chicago with funds and shit. So the fan in me wants to say yes, he'd do this type of shit. And then if we have all those facts getting dug up, especially if it's one of his own artists, like, the fan in me wants to say yes, bro.
And I think I have the actual audio clip. Keep talking, but I'll pull up the audio clip from GLC actually talking on the Red Pill podcast.
But yeah, I don't think it's that far-fetched, bro. I could kind of see it because Kanye is enough of a I forgot who. I think you had actually shared it, and someone said that Kanye is big enough of a troll to actually do this shit and pull it off, which I fully believe in. This motherfucker literally was 6ix9ine before 6ix9ine popped up. He just wasn't as he had his own flip on it, his own style to it and shit. But I don't think it's far fetched, bro. I think
he was at the protests in Chicago too.
I don't think it's that far fetched, bro.
I'm trying to, because I thought I retweeted it, so I thought I had it ready, but I might have only liked it. So let me go to my likes real quick. Oh yeah, here it is. I did like it. So this is the audio. Sorry, I don't have the actual video on the screen, but this is the audio from the Red Pill podcast.
Attached to it.
Yeah.
And he said he'll never do it again. And that's the word that he gave me.
Yeah.
And
when was this?
This was maybe like a few weeks back.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I'm looking at it like from his perspective, I would say that this is something that he said to me. He was like, bro, I'm just telling you that, you know, that we got that amazing woman out of jail in Florida, right?
Mm.
And I was like, yeah. He was like, man, we didn't really get to have that meeting until I put the hat on. So he looking at it as more so, okay, I'll wear the hat, I get the stones thrown at me, I have people hating me, but people gonna attach to it.
And that's where the audio cuts out at. So you can go listen to that full podcast. It's called the Red Pill Podcast. It's from homeboy, I forget here. I forget his name, but the black dude that used to work for TMZ. I forget his name off the top of my head, and I'm sorry, but yeah. So I think we all got played, and I think Kanye did what Kanye did. I think Kanye's smart. Put that out there. All the shit, because we gave Kanye shit on this podcast as well. So if everything that's coming out is true, then I would like to officially rescind all the negative I said. And I can't wait till Kanye's next album.
This motherfucker.
Because let's put it this way. If all this is true, right? Imagine what that album is going to be like. That album is going to be the most Black Power fucking album ever. If all this is true, if he really played Trump, he put the hat on just to get black people out of jail that didn't deserve to be in jail, and he did all this to make some change in the black communities, bro, he's gonna, like, his album cover is gonna be a Klans member hanging from a noose on a tree or some shit. Tell me that don't sound like some Kanye shit.
It's some Kanye shit. It'd be on, like, he'd flip it and have it on, like, a Timberland boot, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all we got on Kanye. I can't wait to see this develop more because I am so interested. Let's talk about Law and Order, right? So Law and Order SVU are doing a George Floyd episode. Are you going to watch it, Key?
I don't watch the normal shows, so probably not. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
That's just, I'm not the type of person to, like, get into shit all because of something afterwards. It's either actually, that's another thing we got to discuss on this fucking podcast today. I'll get into that later, though. But I'm the type of person to where, like, I'm not going to bandwagon and shit just because, SVU is hella woke now. They're doing a George Floyd episode. I got to watch that. Like, no, I didn't watch it before. I'm not watching it now, bro.
Okay.
Hats off to them.
SVU's dope. SVU does great episodes. They did a Chris Brown inspired episode.
I'm aware. I'm definitely aware, bro. I just those shows never really intrigued me. They're not of my palate. So I just don't like watching those type of shits. Plus, with us being military police beforehand, I don't want to take work home, basically, in a sense.
Fair enough, but let me tell you, it's a great show to binge watch. You know what I've been watching?
It's not for me, bro.
I started watching The Sopranos. That is like my new, like, sit down with like a joint show.
Nice.
And Bumgarner is now in our chat. What's up, Bumgarner?
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Bumgarner. I can't wait. I got to figure out how to add the donation button so people can, like, send us $1 in the chats. Okay. So, what do you want to get? Well, I guess we'll just talk about this real quick. The mayor of LA has decommitted $150 million that were going to LAPD, and he has said he's giving it to black communities. Key, react.
See, this is my problem with this whole defund fucking police thing, right?
Right.
I get it, but
Okay.
at the same time, when it comes time for these motherfuckers to actually do something to protect us that isn't racially related,
When have they ever done anything to protect black and brown communities?
I'm saying now, though. I'm saying this leaves a little room for error to come back and bite us in the ass. That's all I'm saying. God forbid we take this little bit, well, whatever, little bit, lot of bit, whatever measure you want to call it, this amount of money from them, and then whoever takes care of their money pot that distributes the money different sections and shit, God forbid they don't divvy up the money to where they have everything they need, and then some weird shit does break out, and we actually need them to do some shit, and they're not well prepared for it, it's gonna come back to bite us in the ass. That's all. Because like you like to play devil's advocate, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. This leaves a little room for error that could kick us in the ass later down the road. I'm happy they paid attention and they did what they did, but ultimately this could come back to bite us in the ass, bro. That's all I'm saying. And
to play devil's advocate, again with your devil's advocate, I think it does exactly what it needs to do. If the police department's being defunded and it causes police to act a certain way, then it's gonna weave out those bad apples. You shouldn't join to be a public servant, a la police force, fire department, EMT, public defender, any of those with any ill intentions in your heart. Everything should be positive vibes and good intentions, and you should want that job because you want to serve the communities that you grew up in, and you want to give back to the communities. So if you're reacting in a way,
it's not that black and white, bro. You know it's not that black and white.
But what I'm saying is it needs to be, and this will make it that black and white, because the people that the law, like we could talk about Buffalo with the two officers that pushed that 75-year-old man down that started bleeding out his ear because his skull was cracked, and then that whole department resigned. You know what I have an issue with? I have an issue with that the police department came out and lied to our faces and said he tripped, like we ain't see the goddamn video. I'm mad that a whole crew of 57 cops are so blue and so Blue Lives Matter. Here's the issue, and I shared this meme out the other day, and I'm going on a tangent real quick, but this just has to be said, right? If you have an issue with Black Lives Matter and you turn that to All Lives Matter, but you yet still say Blue Lives Matter, the issue that you have is not with All Lives Matter. The issue you have is with the black in Lives Matter. Okay? And let me just put this out there again. I shared this on my Instagram as well. There was a great sign at the LA protest. Matters is the minimum, right? We're asking for the minimum. Black Lives Matter. That's the minimum. Black lives are great. Black lives are beautiful. Black lives are love. And the fact that we're just asking for equality and matter, we just want it to matter to you. Just matter. That is a very low standard. And the fact that there's people that fucking argue that, that's the fucking problem.
I can give you that. I'm still going to stand by my stance, though, because it's sad, but the world isn't that black and white, bro. There's always the gray. And a lot of these motherfuckers that are going to get weeded out, they're going to be gone, but there's still going to be those other ones that are kind of like below the radar. So I'm not saying this isn't a good start, but this isn't going to be like the end-all, be-all solution, bro. And that goes into what we were talking about last week when you were asking if something along the lines of racism will ever be completely abolished and shit. Just like that won't ever completely go away. Bad cops won't ever completely go away. But hopefully,
bad cops need to go away, and bad people need to go away.
But clearly, it's not ever going to completely happen, bro.
Well, then you know what needs to completely happen, and I said this on TikTok. And follow me on TikTok. Even though we're supposed to be canceling TikTok, I gotta support. I don't know. I'm on the platform. I don't know what to tell you. But I said this on TikTok. I made a short clip because it was the way I look at TikTok is the TikTok. If I post a video, it'll get more views on TikTok versus if I post it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So that's why I use TikTok still. I said if I'm able to know if a rapist lives down the street from me because they have to register, and if I'm able to know that somebody that was drunk and peed in a park is living down the street from me because they have to be registered as a sex offender for life, then I should also be able to know if there's a racist motherfucker that has ever said the N-word in a derogatory way, has ever said any derogatory remarks to any different races, or has had any subjects of hate crimes. You should be able to register. And yes, I'm also on the same accordance of I believe people could change, but that doesn't mean I still shouldn't know about you, and you shouldn't be held accountable for stuff that you have done, whether you change or not. And Bumgarner, to answer your question on why TikTok is being canceled, is because at the start of all this, when George Floyd first died, they didn't really censor, just Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd hashtag on TikTok were not being promoted. They were kind of being muted to a sense. So people were canceling TikTok. But
they swore it was an error. They said it was an error, quote unquote.
Yeah. Go back to last week's episode. We talked about that there. But yeah, I think that there needs to be a database where if you've ever done anything or said anything racist, just like racists are being recorded right now and losing their jobs, they should have to register on this database. I should know if there's somebody that doesn't like Middle Eastern people because I'm Middle Eastern that lives next door to me. You should know as a young black man that if there are anybody that supports Nazis, the KKK, or anybody living in your apartment building.
Oh, to play devil's advocate again, though, do you really think after it took this bullshit with George to happen for them to finally, take the steps they're taking now, do you really think they're going to get that specific and try to really help people that much to weed them out? Do you really think they'd go for that, bro? Realistically. But
like, what is the alternative, right? They kneel and have a silent protest, and they turn it into, and we'll get into the NFL in a second here, and they turn it into something against the military and the flag. You know what? Since I just mentioned military, let me tell you a story, Key, and you're very familiar about this story, but our listeners here on 110 Parkside, the Parksidians, might not be familiar with this story. So let me tell you about the time that I was in the military, and I was posted at this post at Vandenberg Air Force Base called the X-Rays. Right? Let me tell you this fucking story about a game of Uno that turned into a fucking race war in the military. Right? So I'm sitting there. This is a post where there is 5 of us in this box. It's literally a shipping container is what we're in. Key could attest. Key's been there multiple times. Key and I have been there together multiple times. So it's 5 of us in this shipping container with one computer. You get bored easily. So we pulled out Uno cards to show you who's in there. It's me, a Middle Eastern man, a buddy that's Hispanic, a buddy that's black, and this fuckhead, Airman Goins, and I'll say his fucking name, I don't give a fuck, who's a white motherfucker from the South, right? This is what happened in the game. Oh, yeah, it's on and popping right now. We're breaking all the motherfucking rules. This is what fucking happened that night. Let me tell you, okay? So we're playing Uno, right? Keep in mind, a black man, a Hispanic man, and an Arab man are all in this game with the white man. This white kid says, I'm going to get all you fuckers out the game. Now I have my trump card. The fuck you mean you have your trump card? Right? So then me being the highest ranking person and this white individual being the lowest ranking person, I said, all right, man, take a break. Just go secure the facility over there and then come back. Let us get a breather, right? Responsible thing. Nothing escalated at this point. And he looks at the black guy and the black airman, who will remain anonymous, goes, just go. You're the lowest ranking person. Just go take the key. Go secure that facility real quick. And he goes, why do I do it? Why don't you do it, boy? Okay. Something I should tell all white people, do not call anybody of another race boy. It's not going to end well for you, right? So then this African-American airman then hands the keys back to him and goes, no, you do it, boy. White boy lost his shit. White privilege got turned on right there. He calls his supervisor, who now comes with all the white leadership to tell this story about how we were picking on him and we called him boy, this, that. I tell the story, right? Sergeant Wait, what's up, motherfucker? I'm back, bitches. Ain't in the military. Can't hurt me. Okay. So, Sergeant Wake comes. Another white man from fucking Ohio, right? Fuck Ohio. Hate Ohio. He comes, and this is the man that also already told me that he wasn't going to promote me because of the way I fucking looked, right? He told me that the Egyptian flag in my dorm rooms was a disgrace and I shouldn't be in his Air Force. These are things he told me. First conversation I ever had with him. All right, let's go. And he also derailed my fucking military career by telling the K-9 handler at the Vandenberg Air Force Base that I was just using K-9 to get out of PT. If you don't know what PT is, that's fucking when you run around because...
Physical training. Physical training.
Yeah, fuck else you gonna do. So, here's what happened. They basically put me on a, what do you call it, a UIF. They tried to dock my pay because I was the highest ranking person here. They tried to dock the black airman's pay, the Hispanic airman's pay, and my pay. They tried to take my stripe. They tried to demote me. They tried to do all this fucking shit. And you know what they did to the white dude? Nothing. Nothing. The one that was using racial slurs, and he did use a couple racial slurs, but I'm not going to repeat everything he said. Nothing happened to him. Nothing fucking happened to him. And yeah, Stu Jersey, I don't know who you are, but yeah, no, I did see that article about the Air Force coming out about punishing black airmen more. And let me tell you this. That was a game of Uno that they tried to dock my pay for, right? I saw white airmen get a DUI with less punishment than I got for that game of fucking Uno. And Kii was there. So, as Kii's still in the military, so he's going to bite his tongue a little bit right now. But he ain't going to tell me I'm lying on any of this.
No, of course not.
So, let me tell y'all about the military. So, let's get into fucking Drew Brees real quick, right? Drew Brees asked how he would react if people in the NFL were protesting this season. He said, and this man made it all about the flag and the military. Oh, my grandfather was in World War II. My great-grandfather was in World War I. I will never stand for anybody that's disrespecting the flag, the country, or the national anthem. Drew Brees, how fucking ignorant are you? I get it. You came out with an apology. Your apology was bullshit. I don't take it. Fucking retire. You're done. Look, I respected you as a player. You were a great NFL player. Honestly, one of my favorites growing up in the NFL. One of the quarterbacks that I wish played for my team, Raiders. Shout out to them. So glad you're not. So glad you never wore silver and black. Because the ignorance that, and Shannon Sharp said this, you can go listen to him, but I'm going to repeat some of the stuff Shannon Sharp said on this platform for the people that might not have heard it. I wanted to pull up the clip, but it's like a 3-minute clip, so I didn't want to just play someone else's source on our platform. Drew Brees, the fact that you think only white people served in the military is utter disrespect. Kii served in the military. I served in the military. Kii, let me ask you, were you ever disrespected by Kaepernick taking a knee during the national anthem?
No.
Let me ask everybody this, because I've been to NFL games. And I know I've seen this, right? Do you know how they get those low-angle shots of players standing there with their hand over their heart for the national anthem? Do you know how they get those shots that look upwards at the player? The cameramen are on a fucking knee. Are they being disrespectful? No, they're doing their job. Black man does it, it's disrespect. The white players join the black man doing it, and look at that team unity. So, Drew Brees, you should probably retire. You lost all the respect of your teammates. It's ridiculous that you're that ignorant. Fuck your long-ass bullshit robotic apology. I don't believe it. You said what you said, and you said it with your chest. You ain't taking it back with a little quote. All right? The knee isn't about the flag. It's not about the military. It's not about the fucking country. It is about the country, but not disrespecting the country. It's about the injustices in the country. All right? And let me just put it this way, too. I was in the military fighting for freedom of speech. right? And for you to, for it's, freedom of speech only matter to white people when their freedom of speech is taken away. But yet they don't realize that all the people they're trying to defend in the military have zero freedom of speech. You don't have a single ounce of freedom in the military. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. You don't. And one of the most powerful images I saw from this past week was a black service member from the National Guard crying, standing there, talking under his breath, chanting the things that the protests were chanting, because as much as that uniform was on him and he had a job to do, you take that uniform off, he's still a black man. He's still a man that I guarantee you, if you ask him, and he tweeted out the video so you could find and ask him, I guarantee that he had some racial profiling issues before he joined the military. Right? Just because you put that uniform on, that multicam uniform, that Navy, that Marine, that Army uniform, that Air Force Coast Guard uniform, does not take away the fact that black and brown members of the military are treated just as bad in the military as they are in the civilian world. And you'll be hard pressed to find somebody that disagrees with me that has been through it. Let's just put this in perspective. A gay man can still not join the military and live a normal life like anybody else in the military. And it's 2020. A gay man joins the military and people don't want to be posted with them. People don't want to work with them. I don't know if they think the gay's going to rub off on them. But this isn't something, this is like real. This happens daily, day in and day out. I saw it. Kii saw it, right? And if you don't believe me, look at the top down. Look at who the boss is for the military. It's the president. They're shooting fucking things that look like it comes out of fucking Super Smash Brothers Mario. And those are fucking rubber bullets. The big black things. They're shooting those at people that are just standing there. A homeless man in LA that was in a wheelchair just crossing the street got shot with a fucking rubber bullet in the head and bled out. Fucking, I saw a picture of a cop pointing a rubber bullet gun at a fucking toddler on her father's shoulders.
I actually saw that one. That actually pissed me off a lot.
Like, what are we talking about?
Let me ask you this. Would you have your kid out there? Because me personally, like, I wouldn't even really want my 15-year-old son, if I had one, to be out there. But honestly, a young man around that age is going to deal with certain injustices anyway. So, I mean, that I'm a little bit more lenient on. But if it's a child near that age, I probably wouldn't even have the child out there in the first place. I'm not going to lie.
If I'm with the child, and I'll take this and I'll think to my brother and sister who's 16 and 14. If they're with me, I would have them out there. I wouldn't have them. I would let them make the decision. And then if they wanted to come, then they're coming with me. And yeah, if I saw things taking a rocky road, we're walking away. I'm not going to be one of those that put my brother and sister or my child in harm's way. And that's just kind of how, like, if I see, like, okay, they're flipping cars over there, shit's burning over there, we're going to go over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to be out here supporting the cause because
keep them out of harm's way, basically.
Yeah. Like, we're going to, like, let them do what they're doing. We're going to stay over here. We talked about the Drew Brees thing a little bit. Kii, I wanted to get your opinion on what you thought about Roger Goodell and the NFL coming out admitting they were wrong about NFL protesting. And then the follow-up question would be, does this lift the black ball on Kaepernick?
Should it? Yes. Will it right off the bat? No. And to answer the first one, why? Actually, honestly, I can equip this question to a lot of different scenarios. Why does it take this happening for the light bulb to go off over motherfuckers' heads? Why is the bright idea finally pop to actually start giving a fuck when things get to this extreme? When people are fucking flipping over cars, looting and shit. Why does it take things to go so far left for things to finally get right? That's my opinion.
Do you want?
There's still gonna be teams that aren't gonna take a chance on them just because everything still hasn't and still probably won't ever fully like subside over and cool off and shit. But ultimately, I feel like this will give him more of a look in general. It will help to some degree, but I still don't feel like it's just gonna completely like erase him being blackballed. But there's still gonna be those teams with those heads that are kind of like, we know everything in the world's going a little bit differently now, but blah 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 blah, and how it'll look my team, make my team look blah 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 blah. Like, nah, bro. So it's sad too, but it is what it is. Ultimately.
Yeah, and to answer my own question and kind of the question that you asked is why now? Simply, it's a PR move. Just put it as simple as that. It is a fucking PR move. The NFL is going to get dragged into this because Kaepernick, it's infamous. It's going to be in history books. We are living through history. So the NFL has to make a statement. If the NFL keeps quiet, then they look guilty in blackballing Kaepernick. But if they come out and say we were wrong, well, then it puts them in a better light with all this. And now people are like, oh, it's Cap. They're having the conversation like we're having right now. Will Kaepernick find a team? Also, I might have a Kaepernick jersey for you. Fingers crossed. When I ordered it back last February of 2019, it got lost in the mail, so they sent me another one. That's the one I got, and I just got an email notification on Friday saying, hey, your jersey has been shipped. So if it gets redirected to this address, because it's going to 110 Parkside, ironically, then you might not see it. But if they do redirect it here, then I'll give that to you.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. Also, I know we're talking about NFL things, but can I give a quick shout out to, because I'm just looking down at my desk, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to South Coast Toyota, and specifically my girl Zoo. There's all information right there. Take a screenshot on that. I bought a new car. This young lady, she helped me out tremendously. Got me into a brand new 2020 Corolla that I absolutely love. So if you're in the market for a new car and you live in SoCal, South Coast Toyota is where I recommend you going. Ask for Zoo. And yes, she will hook you up and tell her Rizky from 110 Parkside sent you, and then I'm sure I'll get a text from her, and her and I are supposed to hang out soon. So it's a party all the way around.
Oh, really? I wonder why. Is it to discuss more future car investments, or is it something extracurricular?
No, we gonna talk about the car and how it drives. You know, she does really great customer service.
Oh, does she drive stick well?
No, my car's not a stick shift anymore, so we don't have to worry about that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Go
on. So let's talk about, do you want to get into Obama speaking or the Aubrey hearing? What do you want to talk about first?
Obama. Obeezy.
Okay, go ahead. Talk about, you just said, I don't know.
I'm going to let you, because I didn't, I saw a picture or something that said he had spoke, but yeah, that's what I was going to say. Speak on it.
Obama came out and just acted like he was president again, and it was refreshing. It was a nice midweek video that I saw. I don't really have much to say. I agree with it. Oshie's Fancy is fucking hilarious in our chat right now. I don't know who you are, but I really want to know.
You're going to talk about Maur Kii. I don't know who you are, but I fuck with you.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's get into the Aubrey hearing. So apparently, Ahmaud Arbery was hit by the fucking car before he was murdered. So that came out into trial. I recommend everyone pays attention to this. All 3 men are being charged. Key, did you see any of this? Oh, and then after they shot him, Travis McMichael, and I don't want to say this, but said fucking, and then he said the N-word with the hard R, and yeah. So that all came out in court. Key, do you have any reaction to this court case?
What's done in the dark will come to light. And if you said it and it was recorded in any way, shape, or form, you're fucked. So, fuck you. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Did you see Reverend Sharpton, his quote during the George Floyd service? I want to play this, if I could find it. I forgot to pull it up, because it was a really powerful quote he said at the beginning of the eulogy. I don't know if I'll play the full thing, but I believe I have this clip right here.
We'll turn now to what sparked.
Let's see.
What happened to George?
See if I can pull it up real quick. Sorry for this professional. I meant to grab this before, but I forgot. I think it's right.
About his experience and that of Black America.
Here we go.
What happened to Floyd happens every day in this country, in education, in health services, and in every area of American life. It's time for us to stand up in George's name and say, get your knee off our necks.
Sharpton brought mourners to their feet.
I suggest, so that's not the full clip, obviously, but I suggest everyone goes checks out the full clip. Key, get your ass back on camera. The fuck?
I'm right here.
Yeah, but you're not on the camera. There you go. I suggest everyone goes checks out that clip because it's a really powerful one. And yeah, before we get into our next up, we have one last thing to talk about. So let's get into.
We got two.
Oh, we got two. Okay, so talk about the one that's not on the docket then.
All right. Well, how do you feel about bandwagon woke motherfuckers, bro?
I say this.
One time we see them post is when shit like this, like when the world's like up in flames. But prior to that, they don't say shit. They never have conversations about it. They never post about anything at all. But then the minute they get a chance to join the bandwagon, all of a sudden they motherfucking Black Panther. How you feel about that?
Well, I said this on the Uncensored social media page. Go check out that. My porn podcast relaunches soon. My reaction to that could follow up as a simple quote. Don't open up your mouth for a black dick, but keep it shut on black issues.
I saw that poster.
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
One of my favorite quotes from this thing. But all jokes aside, I don't fuck with it. It's the same disgust I feel when I see, and there's a great TikTok and Twitter page that if you want to go see this shit, it's a little gut-wrenching, but it's funny nonetheless. It's called Influencers in the Wild, and what they've done is they've been basically exposing all these influencers that have just been using this as a photo op. They even went as far as finding a Kendall Jenner picture that she posted and took down where she was holding a sign at a protest, but then if you look behind her, she didn't account for the shadow, and she wasn't holding no sign, and they forgot to Photoshop a sign in her shadow. So you see the shadow of just empty arms up in the air. Meanwhile, the picture's her holding the sign. So yeah, no, it's disgusting. It's wrong, and don't fucking do it. I feel like I hit the nail on the head with what you were expecting me to say.
No, generally it's just like I'm just tired of seeing it to the point where I'm like this close to calling motherfuckers out on it because it's just like.
Oh no, do it. Let's call them out. We got people right now. I'll say the name right now. Let me get the gunshots ready. Hold on. Let me get the gunshots ready. We calling people out.
Nah.
We calling people out.
Nah. Not yet.
Hey, Airman Goins, you're racist. Sergeant Waite, you're racist. We could keep going. Look, I got gunshots for all. I got smoke. I want the smoke.
I'm good.
I want the smoke. Hey, I want the smoke. Everyone, I want the smoke. Everyone in the chats. I want the smoke. Hey, we want the smoke. Hey, we
want the smoke. Hey, we want that smoke. Now.
All right, let's get into this. I don't even know how we intro it, so let's just play the fucking clip and we'll take it from there.
Thinking about the things that I did, got me thinking like, why the fuck I did that? Got me wishing that I could take it all back, fighting with these demons, barely even eating, barely even sleeping. Then she got me tweaking, fighting with my lawyers for a better offer. Just wanna see my daughter. Cause I'm locked up, they won't let me. I'm locked up, they won't let me out. Never thought I'd be caught up in these streets. Yeah, locked up, they won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Still trying to find that motive. Why I did what I did. I didn't want to feel that struggle. Just wanted to hurry up and get rich. And why that money powder? Just niggas asking questions, why not us?
All right, Key. Are you downloading that song? And what OnlyFans chick did 6ix9ine steal that hair from?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, bro. Like the hair threw me off. But the song actually doesn't sound bad. And
6ix9ine doesn't make bad music. That's the issue.
The song actually isn't that fucking like. It's actually a vibe. And they stayed true to the original, and they just like flipped the lyrics.
Yeah, it's way better than fucking Chicks Tape, the last Chicks Tape.
Yeah, that's a reach.
Come on, man. You know how I feel about that Chicks Tape. I didn't like it. Obviously, this is just a snippet.
Good numbers, so shut up. Anyway, I'm actually here for this. I'm here for this.
I think I might know who Oshi Fancy is.
Who?
I think it's a chick I know. Chanel. Is that you? And not your Chanel. Different Chanel. Well, we're live, so sorry. Didn't mean. I'm pretty sure that's who it is.
Oh, it's not playing.
We'll get it. Nope. Okay, I was wrong. Maybe we'll see. But
God, that got it in. Reach God.
There's not many people that call me Habibi, is what I'm saying. All right. So I was wrong on that.
Side note, if you have Hulu, watch Rami.
That's good. That's what I'm getting into. I'm gonna get into it.
So it's crazy. I finished it last week. Boy,
yeah, no, I heard it was about me.
Like times 100. I'm not even no cap. It's like times 100.
It's me times 100.
Yeah.
Can you explain?
No, not without spoiling it. I really can't.
Okay.
Just know.
I'll get into it tonight.
Whatever you expect to happen may or may not happen, but it's going to be elevated to whatever extent you think. I can't even just watch the show.
I expect it to be about my life is what I expected.
It was. I'll say this. It was pretty eye-opening on the culture. I would say that.
So you understand me a little more?
I feel like I have a better grasp on the culture now than what I may have before, even though I had to hit up a friend and I'm still waiting to hear back to see how accurate the show is.
Okay, well then I will watch the show and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't hit me up. What the fuck?
I thought, honestly, if you didn't tell me about the show yourself, I just assumed you didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, no, I actually, I haven't had Hulu for a minute. I actually recently just got Hulu again.
The Disney Plus package, didn't you?
No, I have Disney Plus free through Verizon, but I don't know. I got.
Isn't that going to be gone pretty soon? Because I thought that was only for what, a year?
It's a year, but I only signed up like a month ago, so I got a whole year still.
Oh, so yeah, you straight.
Yeah. Yeah. So, are you here for this song? Let's talk about the song real quick because we about to get into our next ups.
Oshi Fancy said Disney Plus and Thrust.
Oshi Fancy, yo, look, Oshi Fancy, the DMs are open at official risk. I don't know who you are. I hope you're 18 plus. Look, Oshi Fancy.
My favorite person now.
Yeah, like look, if you reach out to Key and I on our Instagrams at Music Is Key at Official Rizk, one of us will fund you like a 110 Parkside t-shirt or something. Like just jump in the DMs real quick.
What the fuck? I'm getting a call from Mexico.
Oh, you don't have Bluetooth. I was about to say, let's answer it.
I'm not answering this.
You have a kid in Mexico we don't know about?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, so, Key, are you listening to this song?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm actually, like, because I'm going to give it a shot. Because, one, I like what Tekashi actually did over it, surprisingly. And I'm kind of curious to see what Akon does. Because you can hear in the chorus that he kind of switched it up a little bit, not too much. Same melodic structures. It's damn near the same thing. Just probably, like, switched up the end line. But I'm curious to see how he revisits one of his hits from back in the day. So
it is going to be interesting. Now that we got that, Oshi Fancy's just a random viewer with the Squirtle, but hey, you're one of my favorite viewers now. All right, so let's get into our next up. So for those that don't know about our next up segment, I'm talking to you, Oshi Fancy. Next up is where Key and I pick an artist out that we think deserves the rub. We think they deserve a little more shine to their music and their name. We play the song, then we go through it, we rate it. If you have any questions for us, when's the after hour
podcast?
That's...
Gotta talk to Rizk about that. I'm not a part of that.
That's the After Hours podcast is on my FaceTime.
It's not my
So Oshi Fancy, we'll answer any, just drop questions because we'll answer all your questions after the next up segment if you have any. But what was I saying? Yeah, so and feel free to rate any of these songs we play too. I will go up first. My song is called Worth It by Trey Twizz. This young man is out of Trenton, New Jersey. Shout out Jersey. Yerrrr.
Hey, I'm born in Trenton. What's good, bro? All right, hey, this shit better be fire, yo.
Well, I like it. So
this shit better be fire.
Yeah, so this is Trey Twizz, Worth It. And it's available on Spotify or SoundCloud, excuse me. I'm pretty sure it's on Spotify too, but it's on SoundCloud. And there's a Jersey Club remix on SoundCloud too if you're really interested, but I'm going to play the original. So, yeah, that's this. Trey Twizz, Worth It.
New Risky, new 110 Parkside.
I believe that you worth it. I know I'm not perfect. I may not deserve you. I know that you hurt. You say you're not certain if I am the person, cause things are not working. I cannot relate to your pain, but I will not treat you the same. Now the kid won't keep playing these games. Don't give up on me, I promise I'll change. I believe that you worth it. I know I'm not perfect. I may not deserve you. I know that you hurt. You say you're not certain if I am the person, cause things are not working. I cannot relate to your pain, but I will not treat you the same. Now the kid won't keep playing these games. Don't give up on me, I promise I'll change. You tired of hearing the same promises broken, but how I'm gonna change. You hear bitches mention my name. Don't want them bitches, they come with the game. I swear I ain't seeing you sad. Love thinking about the great times that we had. You said that you leaving, you moving too fast. What about all the great times that we had? You can't tell me you perfect, I know I'm not perfect. I'm in my feelings, was it worth it? You smiling, you call me red-handed, no lies. Laughing, but I know you hurt it. Deep down I know that I deserve this. Can't see you with another person. I promise myself not to tell you no lies. I seen you crying, I felt worthless, but I need you right by my side. Trying to do right by you, give me a try. Know you want to, you dealing with pride. Keep thinking about nights that you sat and cried, but I promise this time gonna be different. Just need a test if you want to listen. Hoes gonna be hoes, always want some attention. People gon' talk, that don't mean we should listen. I'll put them diamonds around your neck, you my lady. Everyone can see you glisten. You all on my hair, girl, I know that you care, but sometimes you be tripping. I swear I feel like something's missing. I need your love and your attention. It ain't hard to tell, you got me like down. Your whole vibe is just different. I believe that you worth it. I know I'm not perfect. I may not deserve you. I know that you hurt. You say you're not certain if I am the person, cause things are not working. I cannot relate to your pain, but I will not treat you the same. Now the kid won't keep playing these games. Don't give up on me. believe that you worth it. I know I'm not perfect. I may not deserve you. I know that you hurt. You say you're not certain if I am the person, cause things are not working. I cannot relate to your pain, but I will not treat you the same. Now the kid won't keep playing these games. Don't give up on me, I promise I'll change. These bitches fuck off to my name. I know what I want, so I stay in my lane. For years I had took you through pain. Hoes looking funny, your face on my chain. In love, I can't change how I'm feeling. Don't see these hoes cause there's no competition. They want your spot cause they see how you living. Don't need a nigga, I swear that you different. I'm tough in these streets, we get in them sheets. You break me down when we be kissing. They speak for a week, ain't fucking with me, but come and see what you been missing. Girl, your loving is so different. I lay you down to put this dick in. Was fussing at me and speaking to me. When we start fucking, you forgetting. I know I ain't perfect, I cannot pretend, but tell me, do you think I'm worth it? I know I fucked up and I cannot deny. I seen you crying, had me hurting. You tell me I'm different, I'm not who you mad. What you believe, I'm still that person. You gotta bear with me, not used to this feeling. All this love that you've been giving. I see us having lots of children. We both around on money missions. Can feel my heart is being different. Can't even lie, let us feel it. I swear I love when you be tripping. I might not deserve you, but I know I'm worth it. Girl, I'm human, I'm not perfect. I believe that you worth it. I know I'm not perfect. I may not deserve you. I know that you hurt. You say you're not certain if I am the person, cause things are not working. I cannot relate to your pain, but I will not treat you the same. Now the kid won't keep playing these games. Don't give up on me, I promise I'll change. I believe that you worth it. I know I'm not perfect. I may not deserve you. I know that you hurt. You say you're not certain if I am the person, cause things are not working. I cannot relate to your pain, but I will not treat you the same. Now the kid won't keep playing these games. Don't give up on me, I promise I'll change.
All right, and that was Worth It by Trey Twizz. Key.
9.
All right, why do we lose a point?
The only thing I wish he would have did was either go up in range or down in range or just mess and manipulate his voice a little bit more, because he kept it damn near the same throughout. But what he was saying was so impactful, it didn't lose me. If what he was saying didn't actually, if I didn't feel it and if it didn't have the emotion behind it, I probably would have been lost at some point. Because there was one point where it started to drag a little bit, but he had said something that kind of like brought me back in. So I'll leave it at that.
Got it.
So 9. That shit's hard though. Representing Trenton well. I'm proud. I'm proud. You might have just earned yourself a fucking follow, bro. You might have just earned yourself a follow.
All right. Well, do you want to go ahead and intro yours?
All right. Shout out Long Haul. Shout out the homie NIJE. So he actually released this, I want to say like a month or two ago, but it was crazy because I was over at Long Haul when he had played this. I was over there with Fly and everybody, blah, blah, blah. He was showing us this shit. This is probably like around the first couple months of me being here, and then he finally released it. So NIJE is actually born in LA, but his mom's family lived on the Central Coast, so he kind of reps both. He's been doing music for some years now and shit. And like I said, this has a video out too. It's on YouTube, shot by Captivise. That's another native of the Central Coast. So yeah, NIJE on the way.
New 110 Parkside. New Maur Kii.
I earned all of mine, so you know I got a lot to say. I've been on my grind, try to find myself about a day. I be right on time, cause that time is never on delay. Baby, hurry, show me what you want. On delay. Earned all of mine, so you know I got a lot to say. I've been on my grind, try to find myself about a day. I be right on time, cause that time is never on delay. Baby, hurry, show me what you want. On delay. You refer to me, then assume nothing. All that bullshit, you better stop that. I went away and then I came back. Now they waiting on me like a callback. I'm elevated, what you call that? Exterminated till you haul rats. You perpetrators better fall back. Gotta hop my fence and get your balls back. Cause I fight fools and I fuck bitches, so they think about me like a flashback. Those hateful words got them choking on them. Matter of fact, homie, get the gas mask. Searching on me like a hashtag. Give me credit with no cash back. I'm full glass, they ain't half that. That's a bad bitch, I'm a Baghdad. They way behind in this race. Yeah. Better keep up your pace, yeah. You get robbed for your place, no face, no case, yeah. No face, no case, black mask with a hoodie on. Black strap, now your goodie's gone. And he just tried to put his city on. I earned all of mine, so you know I got a lot to say. I've been on my grind, try to find myself about a day. I be right on time, cause that time is never on delay. Baby, hurry, show me what you want. Andale, earned all of mine, so you know I got a lot to say. I've been on my grind, try to find myself about a day. I be right on time, cause that time is never on delay. Baby, hurry, show me what you want. Andale, never matter what the time of day. I'm always looking for the better way. I'm always looking for the better way. A better way to let the money marinate. This dirty path, you gotta sanitize. The friends you keep, you better analyze. They playing foul, they getting penalized. The second time, they get minimized. And that's how it goes, ain't no time for that. They buy respect and I buy back. The realest ones will really turn their back. In your house, you better find a rat. I live life and I learned this, so now watch how I'm moving. The same ones who turn their back, now ask me how I'm doing. And it's real like that, feel like that. Never really been up in a feel like that. Build like that, build like stacks. Know we gonna hit them when I spit this rap. There's no cap, this more fat. Gotta give it to them till they bring that back. Put me in the ring, I'ma KO that. Put me on the verse, I'ma fade that track. I earned all of mine, so you know I got a lot to say. I've been on my grind, try to find myself about a day. I be right on time, cause that time is never on delay. Baby, hurry, show me what you want. On delay, earned all of mine, so you know I got a lot to say. I've been on my grind, try to find myself about a day. I be right on time, cause that time is never on delay. Baby, hurry, show me what you want. On delay. On delay. Baby, hurry, show me what you want. On delay.
All right, and that was NIJE, right? I said that right?
Yep.
All right, on delay. Give it like an 8.5. A little bit long. Got a little lost there. And it didn't have much quotables, but it wasn't a bad song. If we're talking about music structure. So yeah. Did I cover all the questions you normally ask me?
Yep. Apparently you got bitches.
No, I don't know if it's I got bitches or they're talking about the artist I played. That's what I was trying to figure out myself. But someone got bitches. That's all I know is someone.
It ain't me. Shit.
Nah, I don't have bitches. I'm just out here.
I don't know. I think over the span of the last 2-3 podcasts, you've brought up several different women. There was the one you did the TikTok with. Now it's the one in the car dealership. I feel like there's another that you might have brought up, but that's at least 2. So
there's a third one I brought up.
Does Rizk really not have bitches? That might be up for discussion, bro. We might have to bring up a poll, bro.
What if Rizk got bitches?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put a poll on our we'll put a poll on our Instagram story if Rizk got bitches. And apparently I'm making cheeks clap. This is what would you? Okay, so based on the picture I sent you in the text message during that of Oshi Fancy's Twitch profile picture. Yeah, you forget Key and I were cops one point. We know how to find shit. What would you rate Oshi's Fancy's profile picture?
Let me see.
If that really is,
I'll give her 7.5.
7.5. Okay. Well, you got a 7.5. Oshi Fancy.
Yeah, 7.5.
I'll give you an 8 based on the profile picture. I need to see more though. It's like a tentative 8. All right. Anybody in the chat have any questions for us? We have people on multiple platforms. She said, "I'm humble. I'll take it." Well, you seem like you would be great with Key. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know. Key be slaying the humble bitches. I don't know about you.
Hey, I don't slay anything. I'm a virgin out in these streets. Chill, bro. I'm a whole virgin. I am proud of the Lord. Okay? Thank you very much. Virgin gang, what up?
As always, you can follow me at Official Rizk on all social media. Once again, at about 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern time, join the Matt Men podcast to watch along. I might hop on there. We'll do some jokes, talk wrestling if anyone's a wrestling fan. Follow my company, Risky Digital, if you need any of your marketing needs. Bumgarner's still here. She's crying, laughing. You could wrestling be lit. Look, Oshie Fancy might be a 14-year-old guy, and we just have no idea.
Yeah, you might want to be careful, bro. Don't slide in those DMs quick after this.
Nah, I ain't sliding in no DMs, but my DMs are open. Middle Eastern women get to the front of the line.
They got a fast pass.
Yeah, no, they get that Disney fast pass. Oh, God. She said, I'm weak of my age. That still didn't tell me if you're... Oh, they are 27. Okay, well... 93, baby. DMs are open. Okay, let's get to...
For the love of Rizk.
For the love of Rizk. No!
No! Let's go!
Oh, my God. Oh, God, Rory, shut the fuck up.
It's your turn now.
All right, well, try to get Rory on that page with you. I'm sure she'd be delighted to do that one. Be having me played out by fucking... She'll have all my exes on fucking... You know, my ex hit me the other day? We'll not talk about that.
Talk offline. What's offline?
Nah, it's nothing extreme. She hit me about a job opportunity. This OnlyFans chick was trying to find someone for marketing, and I ended up doing a phone interview at 9:30 last night with this chick that has an OnlyFans. Yeah, so go ahead, check out Key's new music at maurkii.com. Can you imagine if you had all your exes in one room? Funny thing you say that, because I actually thought of a YouTube series one time where it was like a roundtable thing, but just all my exes, and then like make it like a whole YouTube series. I've never been on good terms with my exes, so that'd be more of a Key thing since he's all friends with his exes. But
hey, man, I'm mature, bro. I'm mature, all right? And it's not necessarily use that word lightly. I'd say cordial.
Well, look, it would be
cordial.
Mine would probably be more entertaining. Yours would probably be easier to pull off.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I could probably make it happen if I really ever tried.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I could try if I threw some money around, but nah. Okay, yeah. Am I missing anything? Go follow us. Official Rizk at Music is Key. Not Music Skeet Skeet. Not Music Wee Wee Ski. It's at Music is Key. Or he has another secret page called at Everything is Key.
That's the fan page, bro. That's the fan page.
Oh, he got the fan page. He got a Finsta, a fake Instagram. So that's him. I have one too, but I'm not telling anybody what it is. Just follow it. And then, yeah, I was going to say, oh, yeah, if you see me.
Nah, we don't get down like that over here.
I wish, you know what? No, I don't wish Key had an OnlyFans page because I've seen all that already and I do not want to see it again. Well, I mean, yeah, the biggest pause. Well, no, pause that. Hold on.
All right, let's wrap this up, bro.
We got to get off this podcast. Okay, what was I about to say? All right, follow me on all social media. Follow Key on all social media. If you see us on any dating platforms, make sure you swipe right or swipe up. Give us that super like, and we will be back next week. Next Sunday, we will be live again. So just follow us on all social media, and we'll update you on when we're back. Key, let's end the podcast how we end every podcast, with our hand over our heart, singing our national anthem. Yerrrr. We'll see y'all next week.
Ask anybody who know me. The fuck are you talking about? Why are you detaining me?
110 Parkside.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. And you're turning me for nothing. And you about to lose your job. You Joe drive.